I will.
I know you will. See, we're live, and Jack said he will. I don't know what he will, but he will.
Let it be known that although I was very questionable, maybe 3 minutes late on Monday.
Yeah, 3. Revisionist history.
I agree.
Revisionist history.
The winners write the history books.
Oh, we're going to talk about that today, but go ahead.
Excellent. And you were the first absent one. Yes. Yes.
All right. Yes. This message is brought to you by Ribs in a Can from Armor. Here we go. Play the theme.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
As promised, here's Jack.
I got to see a local celebrity / hero of mine yesterday.
Right.
Unexpectedly, out of nowhere, out of the blue.
Keith, the dog father?
Oh, no, that's expected. And he's still my hero. But Lisa Curtis.
Oh, well, she's
of the News Graphic.
Yeah, she's part of the Justice Gang. She's Wonder Woman galore.
And yesterday, she's one of the most naturally. She's one of those. Some people are funny when they try to be funny. That's me. Some people are funny when they're not trying to be funny. That's you. Right. And then there are certain people, like Lisa Curtis, who are funny all the time when they're not trying to be and when they're trying to be. Well, actually, that's like me too. So she is a funny
I'm
person.
Following you only as far as I'll go in this dissertation.
I was going to, yesterday, had we all been here, we would have gone over what's going on in the News Graphic. But then I thought, you want to know what's going on in the News Graphic? Get it yourself.
Buy the damn
thing. Get a subscription. We're not telling you.
Oh, you could also come to your local public library. It is on the rack. We do.
Do you have it like the day of?
The morning of, almost to the minute.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Really?
Comes off the press, and it's here in our morning mail. 10 a.m.
Do people come in and read it?
Patrons? They do. That's the first thing they grab, actually. This is like a mad dash scramble.
I grab other things first.
That's why you're barely allowed in this building.
Linda loves me. She said I bring up the atmosphere every time I come in there.
Yeah, you bring up the atmosphere, all right. Look, Jack's outside. Should we let him in?
Oh, look at those bell bottoms. And the car color matches the pants. That's hysterical.
Color, coordination is very important. I find cars make the best accessories.
Did you say accessories?
Yeah, sure, accessories. I like that. Absolutely.
You know that business. They do all the motivational posters.
Oh, is that no, I didn't know that. Oh,
yes.
God.
I'm like, you know that? You like that?
Wonderful. Well, got anything pressing at the top of the show here?
Yes, I do.
All right.
First of all, I always want to talk about Mr. Bob's UnderTheBridge.org.
Oh, of course.
If you're sick of it, tough shit. It is a great organization. Tomorrow they're doing an outreach. If you missed the 2 drop-offs this week on Mondays from 4 to 6 p.m. or Thursdays from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Grafton at the nonprofit center, please check out Mr. Bob's UnderTheBridge.org and check out the donation list, what they're needing right now. It's important and it's good, and you'll feel great that you do. So it's Mr. Bob's UnderTheBridge.org. Please check it out. Thanks very much. And also, I'd like to thank the VIPIS. That's Visual Image Photography. They underwrote us last week. This week, we were underwrite or less, which is fine. Starting next week, is a slew of new underwriters, starting with Newman Chevrolet in Cedarburg. Thank you to Chad Curran. Maggie Dobson is going to follow up with that from the Chamber of Commerce.
Sweet.
Ryan Olson and Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I sent you an email. Yes. Oh. I sent you the email. So thank you. The dates to be determined. And Port Washington State Bank, who I sent you an email.
That I saw.
You have to there's some things in there you know about the fiends that I don't know. So
it's an easy one. I just got to get
well,
get our credentials in order.
Yeah, and also Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning from owner Ken Tyler. So
Very
thank
nice.
you all.
Yeah, it's
all these
amazing.
people
Wow.
support these effing organizations
without a doubt.
They do not only underwriting us. They make up a good part of the quality of life. The stuff doesn't just happen. Everything costs money, and the same people get hit up all the time. The local businesses that are successful. So it's important to support these guys. So there. How about that? And being nice.
It's I'm not expecting it to last, but thank you.
It's not.
I know. I think I'm about to not be nice. So let's I mean I've got my pool cue sharpened.
You made me think of a commercial earlier with your
oh yeah?
With all your foodie things. Have you seen the commercial for Arby's? I think they're called steak bites.
We've got meat.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
They're like chunks of meat.
And is it just like a fistful of meat? So you don't put no bun, no.
No, it comes like looks like it comes like in a French fry type of container.
Really?
Yes.
So I wasn't that far off with this, was I?
Right, exactly.
I was kind of right in the ballpark.
I know. I thought, oh my God, Arby's.
Wow.
But
here we go.
No, while I'm talking, which is very rare. Yeah. Get up the see if you can find the Arby's dealio.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Would you? My question to you. I'm making you multitask. First I'll let you get that up there.
Oh yeah. Go keep talking. I'm getting there.
Would you be brave enough to?
I think they can
order.
They're calling them steak nuggets, I think.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, steak nuggets, which is actually a really good idea. I can't find the commercial, but I can. I got some reviews here, though. Hang on. Yeah, I got some visuals. Hang tight.
Would you attempt? First of all, I don't think there's an Arby's in the area. Is there? I think.
Port Washington has one.
I knew you would know.
Yeah. They got a fire recently. The steak nuggets were well done that day. But I think
no grease in there.
They're back in business again. I don't think it was.
Oh, that's right. In Port, like on 33, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Here we go. Let's take a look at this guy here.
Or skip it. Arby's steak nuggets. These things are extremely tender, and they smell really smoky, with a slightly sweet aftertaste. They're not the most moist, but they came with this hickory smoked barbecue sauce. They need a lot more of this sauce to make it not dry. Arby's, keep doing your thing. This meaty bite is getting an 8 out of 10.
There it is.
8 out of 10. It's so dry you had to dunk it. What the hell? That guy has some low standards. Holy shit. That's hilarious.
Well, Arby's, if you're going to go to Arby's, you don't have to put on a tie. Let's put it that way.
One time, Margo and I were doing a college visit trip prior to her going to school. Sure. We were coming back from Twin Cities, and we're hungry and thirsty, and we stop in Columbus for gas. So there's an Arby's in the gas station.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, let's try it. And she's like, I've never been to an Arby's. I was like, this is a treat. You will enjoy.
This is big.
So
part of your education before I send you off to college.
We go in and go to get gas, and then we go over to the Arby's side, and we're ordering. And while I'm ordering, she doesn't know what to order. I say, you got to get those curly fries. Try those. You'll like those. Blah blah blah. I see they have one of those plastic things with other things you can get, like a display case.
Sure.
And in there are these awesome looking cookies. They were like,
oh yeah,
chocolate chip with butterscotch chip, all kinds of stuff.
Because the Arby's lunch wasn't bad enough.
Yeah,
you had to throw some cookies on top of it.
Well, I tried.
Let it go.
So I asked the helpful young person behind the counter, "Oh, I'd like some of those. One of those cookies." And she goes, I was like, "What? What's wrong?" She goes, just a minute. So she runs in the back.
Manager.
She comes back with the
you're
manager.
Buying a car.
She comes back with the manager, and the manager says, it'll take like 45 minutes.
Wow. Wow, okay.
That's what I said. Wow. My next question was, why are you displaying them if there's a 45-minute lag time between when you look at them and when you can enjoy them? Goes, I don't know. We get it from corporate. So.
I thought he would answer the way classic Henke style. Go, yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
And exactly. Oh man. Here we go. Got to move. There we are.
And then on the way back, I think it was from the car sickness. I think it was car sickness, but Margot started not feeling well after eating at Arby's.
Yeah, it could be the Arby's.
And she's like, "I'm never going to Arby's again." I'm never, even an Arby's commercial will come on, and she'll go, "Turn it off!"
Wow, she's got had a real visceral reaction there. Absolutely.
She did.
You know who's taking? This guy's taking his gal to Arby's. Once I finish this Michelob,
get your best yellow suit on. Let's go down to Arby's for some steak bites.
Let me finish my Michelob first because I can't take it in the car. Good times. My gosh,
you should drink and drive because you might hit a pothole and just spill your beer. So
without a doubt, yeah, that Arby's is, they seem to do an okay business, but and I love the old days. My favorite Arby's era was the 5 for $5 era.
Right.
That was a great era.
It was a great era.
Health-wise, it was a great era.
What did those roast beef sandwiches taste like? You don't even know.
Oh, I know. I just don't know what they. Yeah, I would like. What do you equate them to? Like, oh, if this tastes exactly like ...
They taste like
it just tastes like Arby's.
They call it horsey sauce, I believe.
Right. I mean,
that's what they taste like because you needed something. But you're right. That was a big deal. Growing up, we didn't have one around. That one in Port Washington wasn't in business at the time. I think that one in Port looks actually like a nice place. I think it's relatively.
It's not bad. Actually, they try really hard.
You know where there's one in Mequon on Port Road.
Mequon has an Arby's now.
Yes.
When did that happen?
Surprised. Yes, it is.
Where?
South of. It's on Port Road, south of Mequon and Port Road. As you go towards, do you know what's that? Have you ever been to a place Crave? That restaurant, you know where that is?
I know where it is, but I haven't.
It's right in that area.
Okay.
It's right in there. And
Arby's, really?
Yeah, I think it used to be a hardware store, and they completely redid it. It looks beautiful. Okay. That's the only reason I brought it up. But I can't believe they got into Mequon.
I know. It doesn't seem like I'm sure the Mequon fathers are still wringing their hands over that one.
maybe they get free 5 for $5 for the rest of their
They
life.
should have let these guys in, I mean, I would do that.
Hojo's.
Hojo.
Have you ever been to Hojo?
I mean, when one could, sure. It's been like the 70s or early 80s, but I do remember. Notice on that advertisement there, the gentleman is saying nothing except those Frankfurts and fried clams, and I do remember them having some pretty mean clam strips over there. I like those.
For real?
They had them. They were, I mean, you'd wring them out like a washcloth and then eat them. But nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Hey, it's time to take a break. Let's do that. When we come back, I'm going to go on a non-political political rant.
Good. I've got a list. A listicle. You know what a listicle is? You will learn.
You don't want to miss this. For now, I'm going to put you in very, very good hands.
Hey, take me up there all through the commercial. They forgot to let me down. What am I going to do, sue them? It's all right, though. You've been so wonderful to us, ladies and gentlemen, so far and everything like that. Don't change. But I would like to say very sincerely that we have been on television for almost a year and a half now for our very wonderful sponsors, Colgate, Palmolive Peat Company. Oh. And they've been wonderful to us, and you've been wonderful. And in the past 2 shows, we used a young man who, in our humble opinion, is one of the finest young performers I know, because show business with me, a week. But this is a young man who, in our humble opinion, is one of the finest choreographers and dancers himself in the business today, a gentleman that you've seen on television many times, and we're happy to once again to welcome him to the Colgate Comedy Hour. Mr. Ray Malone and his dance is doing... What's the name of the number, Dick? Because I'm so confused. I'm nervous. What is it? Mambo. Ooh! Casambo Mambo. Go, man!
little Casambo Mambo.
Hey, Kazambo Mambo. You got to put that crawl back on there. People see that dancing.
Oh, that's
They
right.
won't- That was that was actually a good thing you did, but you didn't do it twice in a row.
Well, I mean, it's early. It's early. I'll get all the muscle memory will be there eventually, I'm sure.
And you are a Jerry Lewis fan.
I am a fan.
Did he have a regular show? I mean, like
He
regular.
did. That was actually that was pulled from something called the Colgate Comedy Hour, which they shared. Like every act would get a week. I think Jerry and Dean would get a week, and then Abbott and Costello got a week, and I think there was one other. So yeah, they would just kind of trade off, and it was all for, as Jerry himself said, the Colgate Palmolive Pete Corporation. So
that was great.
That was fun.
His part was good. The actual Mambo.
What are you talking about? Mambo makes the world go round, man.
Do you know who Bill Burr is?
I do.
Have you seen any of his stand-up shtick?
Bits and
stuff?
pieces. I know him best, of course, from Star Wars. He showed up in The Mandalorian season 1, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he
I
plays.
did not know that.
Yeah, he plays a bit part.
He's
pretty funny
hilarious.
too, actually. Yeah, he's funny.
They call him the what do they do? What's it called when everybody turns against you? Nobody will pay attention to your
The
stuff.
Jack Henke show. No.
Pretty much. You cancel. He's uncancelable.
Yeah, right. Oh, he had a problem? Did he have an issue? I didn't even know.
No. He just. I've seen a lot of clips of him lately. Because
Okay.
once you click on one clip, you start seeing all of it.
Oh, yeah, that's.
But
that works.
he's hilarious. We got to get him on the show. He's good.
You work on that.
All right, I will.
All right, so listen. I got a question for you.
All right.
What do the Wisconsin Badgers football team and the American government have in common? This might be low-hanging fruit, but I had to ask.
They're both shut down.
Well, that's certainly that. But here's the thing: it's not just that. That is certainly on the surface level, but both are absolute abject failures currently, and both are feeding us excuses that are preposterous. That don't make any actual sense. So I heard this morning on the way in that what's the gentleman over there who's running Fickle? Is that the name of the?
Yep.
Yeah.
Luke Fickle.
Yeah.
Coach
So
Luke
apparently, there's an opinion out there, which might be opinion based in fact, that he might not be the right choice for the organization at this time.
Fickle. He hasn't been so far.
Okay. So, but apparently he's a nice guy. From what all I'm hearing, he's a decent fellow.
I've heard that too.
That's nice. As Alec Baldwin said in Glengarry Glen Ross, you're a nice guy. Good. Go home and play with your kids.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The drum being beat out of Madison is that, and I'm paraphrasing here, but this is kind of what the quote
It's
was.
one of your best qualities.
Paraphrasing? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
great. I have a black belt in paraphrasing. So, it's our main focus is to have a positive club. It's not about wins and losses. This is what they were saying. Now that's nice. But I have a feeling that's not true.
Well, you want to hear a good. I'll look it up. Keep going. You have more.
Well, and so and then the American government. So, the party currently in control, and they did a good. Obviously did a great job. We knew they could get the job, but could they do the job? Is the old line, and they did a fantastic job of getting the job. Okay, so they took over the entire Capitol Hill, both houses of Congress, the White House. Knocked over some parts of the White House, put in a ballroom. Things are going great. And what they're telling us, we're on now day 38 or 39. It's the longest shutdown in American history.
Beating which one? Do you know which one came?
Sure.
second?
The 2015.
What does it have in common with
16?
this one?
I'm not being political. I'm trying
I know,
to.
but it's a fact.
It is a fact. Well, and okay, so there you go, and that's really what this is all about. What we're hearing from a whole bunch of people from the bosses, because they're the boss of this country. The bosses are saying it's not us. Yeah, it's the other guys. Except the other guys are like, we're steamrolled. We're dead. You killed us in 24. There's nothing left. We're barely keeping the lights on at this place.
Right.
And it's our fault.
You can't blame us. We got no power. See?
We got nothing. I got like a stick of chewing gum and so both of these sides, factions, both the Badgers football organization and the government, are giving us lines that anyone who's not insane If you're insane, it might work. That's okay. Hey, I'm not going to be upset with you if you're nuts. you go be nuts and then come back when you want to talk. But here's the thing: they want us to. They think we're going to believe this. But you can't. They say with the Badgers organization, it's not about wins and losses. Actually, though, it is.
Well, here's the thing: that line of thinking, that argument that you just said, the two sides saying, there are people buying that.
There are.
But it's getting.
But that's akin to insanity, because you're just like, well, reality. I just find reality really annoying.
It is.
It is. Reality is annoying.
Yeah,
it is.
It can be. It's how you
look at my position right now. I'm on a show with this clown.
You got a clown over there? You didn't tell me. We got a mascot.
Absolutely.
But I want to go back to your first part of
Please.
the ultimate example of someone saying that wins and losses don't in football, college football, the most highly pressurized.
Seems like it.
Because it is, because of the pressure on the coaches and the program. Football pays for all the other sports,
right,
and makes the
curling, highlight,
basketball.
Yeah,
basketball doesn't make a lot of money in a lot of sports.
No, I'm sure.
But
not.
regardless, there is a team in the top 10 whose coach is even more. We're here to build character and quality, and wins and losses don't matter. And I'm not a Mormon, so I'm not a big BYU person. But this guy, Kalani Steak, can you see it?
I can, sure.
You should read about him.
Okay.
He is the ultimate of that. He played at BYU in 2000, early like 2002. I read an article about him. I'm like, there's no way this guy is winning. He's too nice. He cares too much about the people.
Yeah.
They're undefeated. They got a big game this weekend. I don't know who they're playing, but it's like for their conference. But that can work if you have total buy-in. But
sure.
You
said the right thing. It can work, and that's sort of my ultimate thesis here. Is if you boil all of this down to two things, it's either working or it ain't working.
Right.
And then stop there, because these people, they were hired for a job. They're not doing the job, but it seems like their job is coming up with extraordinarily creative, although not terribly creative, excuses why they're not doing their job. So that is what they're putting all of their effort in. They're putting all their effort into, okay, well, last week's excuse didn't work. It's the, two Democrats were seen at a strip club, so we can't open the government. That won't work. And, and the football team, we had a spaghetti bake-off, spaghetti dinner, and they have indigestion, so they didn't play good. All of these excuses.
They went to Arby's.
Exactly.
Asked for cookies. So they were late for practice.
Americans, I implore you, just ask one question. Is it working? Because this, if 10% of your flights are grounded and people are standing in these lines well past Thanksgiving, it ain't working. And if you have college students doing nice things like this on their front lawn, putting like pantries, which is wonderful. God bless these wonderful people who are stepping up to help feed children who can't eat, which is something we weren't exactly expecting here in America. We have at this scale.
Right.
Well, then I bet you it ain't working.
It ain't. But you bring up another point. The food pantries are in desperate need of help.
They're getting ravaged right now. They're getting
Our local ones that I know is Ozaki Food Alliance and Family Sharing. I know there are others, and if there are others, let us know, and we'll announce you. Please help.
Yes,
help
yes.
with that, because that's
any
terrible.
overstock you have, get it over there. That's really the message there.
While there are Great Gatsby themed parties going on at the White House, more people are going.
Yeah, it's not the ideal. It's definitely not what we would like to be doing. And again, I'm not trying to. It's not political for me, but it's just along the lines of functionality, and that's important.
Yeah.
So, because you have to peel all that away. You got to peel, because a lot of people will start leaning into the minutia of politics. Lose all that and just ask the simple question: is it working? Okay, I'm done.
All right, good. I want to let you know that the dog father, our friend Keith Kersner,
yes,
was surprised that you were surprised that he liked Dogma.
I was surprised. I've met him only a couple times, and all the times I didn't come away saying, "Boy, that guy looks like a Dogma fan."
He is, and he is that. He's like he obviously doesn't know my dark sense of humor.
I don't think I want to. That sounds like a threat.
It is.
Sounds like he's gonna TP my house or
It's
something.
a threat, and I'm exposed to it every day.
Yes.
But it's a great threat. I've got a list. Do you know what a listicle is?
I do not know that.
A
What's that?
listicle is a term used for when you see all these online articles that start with 10 best things for this. You know, they get you in, and a listicle is just an article based on lists. And I get those things suck me in all the time. I've got one that I think you'll enjoy.
I'm ready.
Right? All right. The worst. This list is titled "The 10 Worst Songs to Ever Reach Number One," and this is on the website Far Out.
Boy, that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see first of all if you recognize these, and if you do, a quick comment. We got start from number 10.
Here we go.
Stars on 45 Beatles medley.
Nostalgic favorite, ridiculous schlock. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 9, Because I Love You, the Postman song by Stevie B. I don't know that one.
I'm not cool enough for that. Next.
Okay, good. You're lucky. Number 8, Carnival by Kanye West.
I'm not cool enough for that. Next.
See? Oh, this one you'll know. I hope.
All right.
At least I sure as hell know. Afternoon Delight by the Starland Vocal Band.
Well,
And
nostalgic favorite.
Afternoon
You know, and as a
Delight.
kid, it came out. I was probably 6 when that came out, and you were like 29. And so,
I was like, yeah, I got to get me some of that.
well, and you know, I'm singing along with it, and riding my bike around the neighborhoods of Two Rivers. Yeah, I was 6 years old and singing about afternoon Nick.
Nick, what's
Yeah,
that?
that's what Latka that's what Latka Gravis used to call.
Vodka Grass.
Alex, you were caught in the garage doing Nick. Ibida. Anyway,
You should do an imitation of the Dogfather doing vodka.
my cranium would melt down. I can't even imagine how that would be. But go ahead, keep them coming.
Number 6, Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
Yeah, that was overplayed. I enjoyed it for about 13 seconds. Unfortunately, the song is 3 minutes.
I never enjoyed even 13 seconds of that one. Number 5,
Mhm.
we're getting into the top 5 now.
Here we go.
Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
Oh
That's more
yeah, that
recent.
was an interesting little song. I
Yeah.
didn't like it, but it was interesting.
Oh boy, I
I'm
don't
not sure how to say that.
Oh, I think this is talk about your politics. Here's one: "Rich Men North of Richmond" by Oliver Anthony.
Again,
It was a guy who did a country song, and it was
Okay.
a very I want to say a far right song. Anyway,
I wasn't invited to that party.
all right, you'll know
They-
this
they
one.
won't- they won't
because
have
everyone.
me.
And in fact, this song is famous around our house because we had a golden retriever named Rocky, and she, even if she was asleep, she had 2 songs that she would start howling to. Even on the side of sleep, she'd wake up and go. And actually, this
Wow.
happened once. We were watching the Midnight Special, if you remember that song.
Oh sure, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
that place, that show. "You Light Up My Life" by Debbie Boone. It just made her howl. Also,
Rocky and I had something in common.
the other song was a jingle, actually.
Okay.
Abundanza from Mama Celeste. I don't know if you remember that. That was
I don't.
classic.
That I don't remember.
Oh, man. All you have
I'll,
to.
I'll have to Google it.
All right. Number 2,
Mm-hmm.
"Ebony and Ivory" by Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder.
It's a
That
nice.
is-
It's
it's a pathetic song.
It's a nice message delivered poorly.
Number 1, "Disco Duck."
Oh God, Rick Dees.
Rick Dees and his cast of idiots. I give him credit for just saying cast of idiots.
Well, I mean, it's something we have in common with Mr. Rick, so that's nice.
Yes.
It is amazing sometimes the things that rocket to the top,
Yes.
and the fact that that one did.
And
It
then so
never
many songs
ceases
you're
to
like,
amaze me.
This is so cool. How's nobody ever heard this? It's
Yeah.
it's like, so there you go. There's your listicle.
Not
your
too bad.
Friday listicle.
I held
for
my own.
leading you
I
into
held-
the weekend.
I did okay in there. Yeah.
As you
Alright.
go into the weekend,
Yes.
I highly recommend that everyone check out on the CPL YouTube channel
Yes.
AJ's interview with TV sportscaster from WITI Channel 6 here in Milwaukee.
TVV.
TVV, Tim Van Voren, who was gracious enough to share his time with AJ and me.
Good
on
interview. It's a good interview.
Hump Day edition of
Absolutely.
the Sports Mafia.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Stop by your local library. We have all of today's news that's fit to print. I brought them in from outside. We got some Journal Sentinel. We got yourself some. We got here. We got the New York Times, hot off the press, USA Today. Everything you want. Yesterday's news graphic. They're in our periodicals/newspaper section. We have really nice chairs over there.
Awesome chairs. Where is that in the library?
That is the second floor. You go straight back towards the post office. Don't go too far because you'll fall out the window. But you as long as you stop at the newspapers and magazines, and we have a really good roster of magazines over there too. Actually,
you know what I'm really impressed with the library?
I'd like to hear that. And so would Linda.
It's not you.
Damn it.
But what I am impressed with are the study rooms that you can use. You don't. I was going to say rent. You don't rent because you don't pay.
No, you don't rent. You just walk right in and check with me first.
You have to reserve them.
You do.
You can reserve them online. It's easy to reserve them online.
Not too bad.
But there's a media room and there's 3 study rooms, right?
3 study rooms, media room, and in extremely desperate situations, you could even use this here radio room. Just don't touch anything, all right? I got this all calibrated.
Those study rooms are nice, and
they're nice.
I mean, they have they're practically soundproof. It's great. It's really a great thing.
Yeah, we have teenagers after 3:00 who go in there and act like teenagers. Well, no, it's been a while since that, but they are they're mostly well behaved. The young youngsters here in this town, but occasionally get a little rowdy. You gotta get your wiggles out after a day.
What did you just say?
Get your wiggles out.
Yeah.
And so but the study rooms retain that sound pretty well. We don't get a lot of complaints, so that's impressive for us and for them. So there we are.
Yep, that's it.
All right, we're overtime.
We are okay.
Sending you a bill. You come back next week, folks. We have an underwriter helping us out and helping the friends out, I should say. And that's a
Newman
wonderful
Chevrolet.
Thing. I should underscore that every underwriter, every nickel that comes in, it does not go into Jack's pocket. He tried. He failed. It's actually all being floated right to the friends of the Cedarburg Public Library. So if you'd like to become an underwriter, you can get your message out, and you're helping out an amazing group of volunteers for this amazing library.
It's really an ideal channel for hyper local businesses, because for years, people are, I want to be on TV, but you get the whole Milwaukee area, you're not only in Ozaki County. Or even we do get the message out worldwide they call it the World Wide Web. So
I've gotten messages from Czechoslovakia before.
Is it?
They're not nice messages, but I've gotten them.
It's the Czech Republic now, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yep.
So anyway,
there we go.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. Fish Fry Friday. So you go find yourself some swimmers and enjoy them.
Are you doing a fish fry? Goodbye.
I'm going to try. But we'll see.
Oh, it rhymes. You do a fish fry. I'm going to try.
That's what we do. All right. Take care, everybody. See you again.